Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to talk about what I've been doing, my plans for the future, give you an update on things, and generally just say hello again. So, if that sounds good, pull up a chair, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. So, first, an update on Sam and I and the kitties. Sam and me and the kitties. We're doing fine. We are working on our health. I am 6 months in on Mounjaro, and it's definitely helping my blood sugar, definitely helping me feel better. And I just went up to the second dosage. I stayed on the initial dose, 2.5 milligrams, for 6 months. To see how I do on it. And I'm doing well. So I just went up to 5 milligrams. And it's been a game changer. It's helped my body in so many ways. And I've had very few side effects and nothing that wasn't manageable. And so I plan on staying on it for as long as I can because it seems to be good for me. Sam is doing well. His health is going along as usual. Kitties are fine. Bridget just turned 17. She is our oldest girl at this point, and I look at her and it doesn't look like she is 17. It's really hard to think of her as being that much of a senior. Apple will turn 11 in September, and the baby girls will turn 4, and they are all healthy and happy and doing well. So I took a conference, online virtual conference last week. It was 5 days long, 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. generally most days. Very intensive. My coach runs it, one of my coaches runs it. And I always attend her conferences because I always get so much out of it. And this time it was slanted a little differently, and it made me rethink my entire author platform. I'm not going to go in depth on that in this video because that would take a video for itself. But I've made some changes. I've spent this week planning and reorganizing and looking at my schedule and what I do and what I want to do and thinking of ways to incorporate those back into my life or into my life if I haven't done them yet. One of the things you may have noticed if you have pre-ordered the next 3 books or the next book or whatever, I have changed the release dates. I've pushed them out just a little, about a month for each one. And that ties into the changes I'm making in my career. One of the things I've realized is I miss doing my YouTube videos. I miss having the time to do them, and I didn't. And I want to incorporate those more. I would love to, at some point, teach a class on intuitive writing. I would love to set up several other side ventures like that. And I can't do it if I'm only having time to write. And frankly, I love what I'm writing. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love what I'm writing. I have no plans on changing it right now. However, I have to cut back a little on releases because I need the time to do these other things I want to do. That is a scary thing because sales have been down this past year. Since I left KU, it's been a little scary. And I am the primary breadwinner. So I was really pushing to keep the momentum going because once a book's out, you're lucky to have 4 to 6 weeks before it falls off. And that's both in trad and in indie. And those boosts in income from the pre-orders make a big difference. But I simply can't sustain that level of production without sacrificing the other things I want to do. I'm not sacrificing quality. I'm not sacrificing enjoyment in writing, but I was sacrificing the ability to do anything else. And that led not to burnout, because I'm definitely not burned out, but it led to less enjoyment in my life. So yes, I'm pulling back on the number of releases per year. It won't be drastic. You will still get at least 6 books a year, but then I'll be able to do other things. And so I would love to ask you, if you have friends who you think might like my books, let them know. Help spread the word if you could, because pulling back on releases means pulling back on um, well, income, bluntly put. So spread the word if you haven't, and if you can, and I would be ever so grateful. So the next thing I want to talk about is my Patreon. I've made some changes on the tiers, and one is primarily because of another project that I've been wanting to incorporate, but I haven't had the time to. And I was going to start it in July, but I need to start it in August. That project is to start writing my own form of lit RPG, and I'm going to be doing it on my Patreon first. You'll be able to read the first 6 chapters for free, anybody, to see if you really want to continue. And then the chapters will be available on my $10 tier, my Moon Minions tier, along with everything else that's available on that tier, and for any of the tiers above that as well. And I'm planning on writing 2 chapters a week, every week, and it will be ongoing. I don't foresee an end to it at this point. I mean, there probably will be a day when it comes to an end, but at this point, I'm looking several years out and hoping that it sustains itself to keep going. After I put those chapters on Patreon for early access and on the $10 tier, I will bundle them in groups of maybe 2 weeks at a time and put them for a nominal cost on Amazon as an ongoing serial. And then when the adventure arc comes to an end, I will bundle all of those together and put them out as a book. So if you don't like reading serials, you can wait till the book comes out. If you do want to read the serial, if you read the free chapters once they go up and like it, then you can join and read the free chapters. Or if you don't want to join the Patreon and you like the free chapters, you'll be able to go over to Amazon a couple times a month and get those chapters for a small cost. The next thing that I'm planning on doing is getting back into my YouTube channel. As I said, I miss doing my YouTube channel. I love doing my YouTube channel, and I just haven't had the time. I haven't had the energy. So I will be doing a long form video once a week and hopefully shorts throughout the week. I will be jumping around on topics. It's not going to all be about writing. I will be talking about all sorts of things that I love, that I enjoy, that you might enjoy. Everything from makeup to crystals to magic to the fae to cats to coffee chats like this. I will be doing some live videos and, oh, talking about maybe some of the TV shows I love and whatever comes to mind at that point. And the last thing I wanted to talk about today is that we are bringing back swag and I will have merch. I do have a new direct store. We're still getting the bugs worked out on it. So if you order from there and something goes wrong, just email us and we will take care of it. You know, we take care of problems promptly. And I'm going to start creating some merch on there as well. And we are also bringing back swag. And I will have the information for you in a few weeks as to where you can write to get some. And will it cost money? buck or two in postage, but that's about it. And I plan on having some fun little things for you. So I hope that you are excited as I am about all these changes and that you join me for the ride because I'd love to have you along. And if you want, join my Patreon because I'd love to have you over there. I have a free tier, and that gives you access to several posts per month. And then, from there, if you eventually want to go on to one of the paid tiers, great. If not, great. I love my free members. It's a good place for me to interact on a personal level. I don't interact on Facebook. I seldom interact on Instagram, but I like interacting on Patreon. It's a more controlled environment and it feels safer to me. And you all know that I like creating a safe haven for my readers. So that's it for now. And I will talk to you later. Have a great week. And I'll see you next week and during the weekend, some of the shorts. Bye.